Hey, I've missed you. Remember when I said this last year?
This just hasn't been my year. Maybe next year will be.
Well, it was not. I'm beginning to realize that all of the apathetic anguish that I carry around and use to write music and books with is perhaps the driving force behind the agony of my own existence. Or, in simpler terms, it's me. I'm the problem. It's me. I'm 37 and I cannot, for the life of me, think of a less interesting or important time in my life thus far. What a weird and middling age to suffer in. 36 was the first year in which I genuinely had to reckon with my own mortality, in so many more ways than one. My body began to fail me, my energy ran lower much sooner, and my conversations even took a turn towards the mundane. I have unironically talked in detail with my best friends about which beers upset my stomach and how late I can still get caffeine, which is 2 p.m. After that, I get crippling anxiety and I hate myself all night. I used to climb half-constructed buildings to drink beer with my friends. I once followed a band to Dallas on a weeknight just so that I could catch their full set in a basement punk club. I wrote my own parent permission form to go skydiving at 17, and that was 20 years ago. And what do I have to show for those years of, I don't know, growth? Growth isn't really the right word, not progress either. 20 years of life? Yeah, we can go with that. Life. Sometimes it all feels fruitless. It's a word I like. Let's say you plant a tree, a pear tree, because pears are great and they go well with ice cream. Your girlfriend loves ice cream, and you find a spot in the yard, you water it, and you put those little stakes in the ground that keep it upright. Little tree crutches, so that its roots can grow deeper and it can stand on its own. It grows over the years, wider and taller. Through seasons, it changes and becomes something altogether different than the sapling that you purchased at Lowe's or Home Depot or peartreestore.com. I don't know where you buy pear trees. It's now a fully mature tree. But, your girlfriend might point out, there's not any pears. Not for the whole time it's been planted. 4 or 5 or 37 years later, you still haven't had that irreplicable sweet taste of a homegrown fruit from your own tree. You see, in this metaphor, I'm the tree, and in some ways, you all are like the disappointed girlfriend, looking at the people who planted me as though they did something wrong, but they tried their best. At a certain point, you gotta realize that maybe you weren't meant to grow pears. Or maybe, to set aside my self-admonishment for a moment, maybe this soil isn't great for my brand of tree. Maybe I needed the soil of a cooler climate, nearer the mountains, or in a vast city with sushi restaurants and underground clubs, somewhere close to a Trader Joe's. I hope the metaphor doesn't break down here, but I looked at myself as a failure for the things I'd not yet achieved, the goals a younger me had assumed were a given. I mean, I should be playing my emo music in stadiums by now. I should have a house near the ocean. I should be eating the pears and ice cream I have listed on my rider with my wife, Hayley Williams, before our sold-out international tour. I should be fulfilling a purpose. But purpose isn't an arrow shot in our youth. It's amorphous and ever malleable, something that we can continue to shape as we age. It's a path that you carve yourself through dark woods in the dead of night, and it's uniquely yours. And if we're really lucky, that carved path is something that you get to share with other people, just to help make their journey a little bit less maddening, their soil more rich. If I can't live in Colorado, at least maybe I could help someone see greener pastures before their roots are too deep to realize their own folly. I stole a quote that I overuse with my friends that says, "If my life is worth nothing else, I hope it at least can serve as a warning to others." And maybe that's what I am here. This tree doesn't have any pears, but it offers shade on a sunny day, and that's the type of middle finger to convention that I tend to respect. I'm not where I thought I wanted to be. I hoped that I would have had a clearer direction for my future. I thought I would have pears, but I'm winging it, and I'm slowly realizing with horror and no small amount of gratitude that so is everyone else. I struggle to find the good. I am anything but optimistic, but I want to work on that. If not for me, then for my incredible daughter. who is growing older and taller and more beautiful every day. Her example should be one of silver linings, like the shade from a barren tree in a yard that had hoped for fruit. Thanks to the handful of friends that have guided me through the toughest couple of years of my entire life. They have loved me in spite and not because of who I am. I'm lucky. And I probably love you.